We now send you up to the booth and welcome in Steve Schwartz on play-by-play and John Coyne on color commentary.
Good evening. It's November 2nd, 2018, and we are here at Fitzpatrick Stadium for tonight's Class A North semifinal playoff action between the Edward Little Red Eddies and your Portland Bulldogs. This is Steve Schwartz along with Chief John Kilbride, Mike Hoffer tonight, and Luke Hill on camera for WPPS TV3 Sports. Well, Mike, let's talk a little bit about the Dogs tonight. The Ben Trefethan is not playing. He's injured. He had a few touchdowns in one game, but they don't lose much because they get Ben Levine in fullback and they have Zach Elowich.
Absolutely. I think Portland's still loaded for bear, and I look back at the first meeting between these teams. I know Ben Trefethan made an impact that night with some big hits, so he'll be missed, but they want to get him healthy for some bigger games down the road potentially. And yeah, I think Portland coming off a week off, they're raring to go. They're going to do what they always do. They'll try to establish the run. Not a great night to throw the ball here, so I think you'll see Elowich with a lot of carries. I think you'll see Levine make his impact, and I think you'll see Sammy Nope keep the ball a little bit too, but you're not going to see the ball in the air very much. And if Portland plays its game, doesn't take bad penalties, and doesn't turn the ball over, it's not going to matter.
Well, tonight, John, Edward Little comes in here, plays on turf. It is very wet tonight and raining. I think they play on natural grass up in Auburn, so that could be a factor. But let's just say this: Nick Kaiser, their player, their stalwart running back, said when they beat Lewiston a second time in last week's playoff game, it was one of the best things that ever happened. And Leighton Girardin, their really lights out quarterback who leads the league in many passing statistics, said that it's something that we're going to take with us until we're 40 or 50. We've beaten our best friends in Lewiston. How does a team that has achieved that come back and try to play against a team like Portland and make an impact?
Yeah, no, good for them. They should be excited about that. It's always fun to see young folks all excited about that. But yeah, they're up to a real task. They're at Fitzpatrick Stadium, and Hamill is their top receiver. This is not going to be a passing game for them. It's damp, it's wet. The Bulldogs are ready. They had a week rest, and we know what happened the last time they met. So they're going to get a little reality with the Bulldogs tonight.
Folks, we're going to bring you all of the exciting action in just a moment. Tell your girlfriends you'll be free next Friday night. So the Dogs have a little bit of humor as they break through and come onto the field for the first time in 2 weeks.
Yeah, excellent. I like that sign. I like that sign. That's great.
Isn't that funny? So, folks, here we go with the kickoff. It'll be Christo Vumpa tied for the lead in Class A North in points, and it's picked up at the 15-yard line. It's going to be first down around the 30.
So the last time, Steve, that the Bulldogs faced Edward Little, they had great penetration into the backfield. They shut down the passing game. But let's see if they can shut down Josh Hamill. He is leading the league right now in receptions and yards.
Well, in the gun is Girardin, and he is sacked. And that is a monster play by Ben Levine. So that was Ben Levine and Nathan Kapanga in on the assist. Kapanga leads Class A North with sacks. That'll be his 10th and a half. Ben Levine, though, right in there.
Yeah, this is what we saw the last time they met. They had a difficult time controlling that front line, and look for a lot of blitzes for the Bulldogs. They're going to keep pushing them back right where they want, right next to the end zone.
Well, it's an 11-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 21. Girardin will hold on to it. He won't get very far as Ben Levine is once again in there on the tackle.
Yeah, Levine had a great time the last time they faced off against the Eddies, and we're expecting the same today.
They gained a couple. 3rd and 14. I'll say gained about 7. Ball's on the 26. As the center is looking for the play, and he's got Girardin in the gun. He airs it out, and it's intercepted by Ben Stasium. 40-30. Brings it down to about the 21-yard line, 22-yard line. What a great play by Ben Stasium.
Yeah, intended for number 11, Caleb Yarnovich, and that was at least 10 feet over his head, and Stasium just setting up on it right on the release. Easy pick for him.
1st and 10 Bulldogs, ball on the 21. Nope, under center. Pitches it to Elowich. Nice gain for him. Possibly, that's a 9-yard gain, possibly a consensus Fitzpatrick finalist. There was an article in the Press Herald today about him.
Well, I get it. He's having a solid year. Ever since he started playing football 2 or 3 years ago, he's been contributing to this team. Great choice for the Bulldogs for a contender.
Elowich with the ball this time. And he gets the first down with a 10-yard gain. It's going to be 1st and goal, Bulldogs.
You know, we say it almost every time they play, Steve. He's such a strong runner. The 2nd and 3rd efforts by him. You know, he's a wrestler, and he's got that core strength. He's just tough to take down.
He had 3 touchdowns against Edward Little in the first game, with runs of 15, 14, and 3 yards. And now he's going to try for about a 2-yard touchdown. And he is very close to the plane, but he's going to be stopped just shy. A 2-yard gain on a 3. They were on the 3. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. For now, the rain is holding off. It's got to be a very, very wet field down there, John.
Yeah, it's got a nice sheen on it. You can see it with reflecting in the lights. It's good. The field drains well, but the ball will be wet.
It's a keeper. Nope is in for the touchdown. 1-yard touchdown, Sam Nope. So the Dogs strike first. With 8:38 left in the first quarter, and Christo Vumpa will come in an attempt to continue to remain perfect, as he has all year. He is 37 for 37 in extra points. And even with the wet ball, it goes through. 38 for 38, 7-0 Portland Bulldogs. As we take a look at the new scoreboard that the Bulldogs have, it is 7-0, and we'll be back. So Vumpa set to kick off. He kicks a line drive. It's picked up at the 15. And straight up goes Josh Hamill. And he will run it up to about the 32-yard line. So about a 17-yard return. Call it 18, as the ball will be on the 33. It'll be 1st and 10. A rather sparse crowd tonight, and of course it's been raining on and off all day, and the weather report is for more rain to come in. Heavy at times. Whether it'll get there before the game is over, we don't know. We've got number 1 in motion, and rolling to the right on the bootleg is Girardin, and a completion to Ricky Cody.
Yeah, what a spectacular catch by Cody. He was in two-man coverage and just went up and grabbed it. I thought that was going to be another pick by Stasium, but Cody winning that fight and just going right up there and taking it away. Great catch.
About an 11-yard gain. 14-yard pass. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 48. This time rolling left. And watch out as number 7, Josh Hamill, gets the ball again before he's finally tackled by Aiden DeMillo.
Yeah, Hamill wide open in the middle. They just can't leave him wide open like that. And you can see the coaching staff on the Bulldog side pretty fired up on that coverage.
24-yard gain. Girardin back once again. This time there's pressure, and he's going to go down. And big pressure by Ben Levine and Nathan Kapongo. Kapongo in there first. Kapongo wearing 91 tonight.
Yeah, not surprising with Kabonga. He's already have 43 tackles this year with 10 sacks. So we're expecting a big night out of him. They've got to bump Hamill. They got to double team him, get him out of the game, take your best player out of the game, and that defensive line will be in that backfield all night.
2nd and 19. And Hamill does gain a few of them back before he's brought down by Cam Conley and Bobby Tremaine, number 21.
Hamill getting up a little slow right there with a limp.
Excuse me, that's Jamal Mariba. Girardin now on the right side, a one-handed grab, but Elowich does not let the receiver get very far after the initial pressure by Silo Magno. And that was Ricky Cody.
Yeah, Magno going up, making a play on the ball, knowing he's got Elowich behind him. Great stop by the Bulldogs and a spectacular catch.
That's a 1-yard loss. So the new scoreboard is in, but it's not going to be of any great assistance at the moment, as there's a little bit of a screwy.
There's a lot going on with that board with the yellow and the red.
There is. I mean, the one thing it does is it gives you the name of the teams, but it's very faint. Bulldogs versus Edward Little. The officials are conferring. But it's 3rd down at the moment.
They have your name up there, Steve, on the board announcing today's game.
Yeah, sure.
No, it's right there.
Well, you weren't here last week when they actually had me go down to cover an event.
4th down legal substitution.
It's a 4th down and 15 with an illegal, actually more than 15, with an illegal substitution situation. So the Eddies are going to go for it. The ball is on the 42 of Portland. They've got 3 on the left, and you think it's going to be a go, and instead Girardin goes and gets a little bit of yardage. He's pulled out at about the 30, where the Dogs will take over 1st and 10. I was saying they had us go down to cover an event last week, an award, and they ended up giving it to me.
Is that right?
The Robert B. Ganley Award.
Congratulations.
Which was for a volunteer for Portland High School. I was honored, flattered, and certainly did not expect it. I was just down there looking for who they were giving it to.
Well, that's an excellent choice and well-deserved. You do a lot for Portland High School.
Thank you kindly. It was fun. 1st and 10 from the 31. Nope. Pitches to Elowich on the right. fighting down for a good solid 9-yard gain. He's brought down by Caden Childs, among others. It takes sometimes 3 or 4 to bring him down.
Anyone else, that's a 3 or 4 yard gain. Elowich carries another 5 or 6 yards just on his back driving those legs. Just another spectacular drive by carry by Elowich.
2nd and 1 from the 40. Elowich powers through. It's going to be close. Looks like the spot is going to be a first down. And the chains will move. So it'll be 1st and 10 Bulldogs on their own 41-yard line. Bulldogs playing a nice methodical game tonight. 5:28 left in the first quarter. No penalties yet.
Always a crutch for the Dogs.
Elowich straight through, hurdles, and gets another probably 8 yards anyway. Where it'll be 2nd and 2 from the 49.
With this fog moving in, Steve, we're the only thing I'm seeing down there right now, those gold shoes by Elowich.
A beacon of light in the midst of all this fog and mist. The high snap. And again, although Edward Little was not fooled, the sheer strength of Elowich gets a first down.
Yeah, 3rd time he's done that. They've got him in the background. Good defense by the Eddies. They're penetrating through the gaps and they're getting back there. But Elowich is just so strong on his 2nd and 3rd efforts. He's able to turn it into positive yards.
2-yard gain for the first down. Maybe 3 he gets credit for. Oh, actually, there's going to be a measurement because it may be shy of by a couple of inches here, it seems. Let's see what the indication is. First down.
It's a game of inches.
And I'm not sure if you can hear erstwhile stadium announcer Peter Gribben, but it is 1st and 10 from the Edward Little 49-yard line. In the eye, and Elowich takes the pitch on the right side. If that field is wet, you can't tell because he seems to have some pretty sure footing.
No, it's got good drainage on that. It's drying up well.
11 yards for Elowich as he continues to grind it out.
Eddie's getting great penetration, Steve. They just can't catch up with Elowich with his speed and his strength.
1st and 10, the ball is on the Edward Little 38. Nope, under center. Mariba blocks for Elowich on the left side. He's on the wing and he gets, what a play.
Great block by Mariba. Great block by him.
About a 16-yard carry. We thank Dave Levine for his statistical prowess as he's in the booth with us tonight, as he's been all year, either assisting on the broadcast or our statistician. And we are deeply appreciative of his efforts. Elowich is the 2nd man through. Spins. Moves and ultimately is brought down.
Elowich already has 10 carries for over 70 yards. Outstanding.
Number 70 was the tackler, Tony Fournier, and you could see him help up Elowich afterwards in a show of sportsmanship. So it'll be 2nd and 2. This time, Elowich is stopped, and I almost wonder why the whistle wasn't blown a little bit sooner. Those are the kinds of plays where somebody has a hold of your leg, and you aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Eddies didn't try to, when they were holding them, go in there and try to strip that ball away. They've got to they've got to be real aggressive in trying to get that ball. It's the only way they can stay in the game with the Bulldogs is try to push them with turnovers and hope the Bulldogs make a lot of penalties, which they've done in the past.
It's going to be 3rd and 5, ball on the 16 as there's a loss. We go, Elowich goes through one hole, goes through another. Close to the first down. Looks like he's got it. So it'll be 1st and 10 or 1st and goal. We'll see if they place it on the 10. 6-yard gain for Elowich. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 10. So in this game of inches, the Dogs could actually gain 10 and not score. We'll see. Pitches to the right side, and a great penetrating tackle by Kevin Haskell. Five-yard loss or so. 2nd and 15 is the balls we placed on the 15. Certainly also we are in field goal range of Christo Vumpa. He is 1 for 2 this year. Oops. What a great recovery by Nope. And in the end zone, it is intercepted. A great play by number 7, Josh Hamill. So he catches it both ways.
Yeah, he's got great hands. And I don't know what Sammy was seeing when he was rolling out. Hamill had good position to make that play, even if he got it high enough. Hamill is just a spectacular receiver.
Well, we have 1:50 left here in the first quarter. As the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. And we'll get a chance to see Leighton Girardin again. Whew, all the Doves took off in front of us. Ben Levine and Kapongo, the 1-2 punch. Just absolutely smothered number 30, Tyson Green.
Yeah, Levine squaring up his shoulders, put a good stick in on that. And, he did, and I said it earlier, the last time for something about Edward Little, but he gets pretty fired up on him. He had some great tackles the last time they met.
We've said his name an awful lot this year, and especially his defensive prowess. Just amazing. He has a nose for the ball.
Just like his dad.
I don't think Dave is all that defensive. Oh, my goodness. Girardin on the left side to number 1, Ricky Cody. It's a foot race, and it's going to be an 80-yard touchdown for the Red Eddies.
80-yard pass play.
Hamill has hooked up before this year on passes of 25, 17, 35, 21, and 54 yards, all for touchdowns. Now his biggest touchdown of the year.
Yeah, wide open.
In the most important game of the year to date for them.
Sorry about that, Steve. I cut you off.
No.
I thought you were done. You gave me the nod, so I thought you were done. Yeah, wide open, right in front of the coach, and you could see his paper flying. Nobody around him, and plenty of time to roll out and connect with him.
And now it looks like they're going to tee it up here for the kick. as number 5 is Misha Boulay. It's up, and it is through. It is a 7-7 game with less than a minute left in the first quarter. Folks, here we go. As Misha Boulay kicks it up, it's shallow, and it's picked up by Chris Vincent at about the 26. He goes straight up, he fumbles. There's an indication that it's Portland ball, but hang on. And it was recovered by Jamal Mariba.
Yeah, you could see that coming the way he was carrying it when he took off running, and it went 7 yards up the field.
Well, he was the short man up there, and of course there wasn't a lot of leg in that ball. 45 seconds left here in the first quarter, with a tie score 7-7. And in the erstwhile words of John Kilbride during the break, oh, we've got a ball game. First and 10, ball on the 45. In the gun is Nope. He rolls right, and he is smothered by Tony Fournier and Kevin Haskell.
You know, we talked about this when the camera went off. Edward Little is fired up right now, and if they recovered that turnover, who knows what would happen. But they're in this game, and their passing game is working. They're getting separation. They're picking up the blitz coming in.
That's a 6-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and 16. As the ball is placed on the 40. And that will be the end of the first quarter. So, 7-7, we've got a ball game. So we're going to start second quarter action now. Nope heads way back and passes it over on the left side to a tight end who fumbles. As Blazewski had it, and it looks, and it was recovered by Chris Vincent, who fumbled earlier.
Yeah, I'll have to check with David if we're keeping stats on how far the football travels when they fumble it, but that's about 15 yards right now. They got to hang on to that ball. Edward Little is just waiting to pounce on a Portland mistake. They're confident. They know they can throw the ball. They're taking advantage of some mismatches. There's some couple key players missing for the Bulldogs in tonight's game, impact players.
But Elowich goes back into the eye and is going to take the pitch on the right side. And he's going to bring it all the way out to the right side and get a first down. About 11 yards. Back to what they're comfortable with and what got them here.
Yeah, we know, Elowich is moving the ball. The issue is, can they push it to him throughout the whole game? How much can he take?
Well, he wants the ball. Elowich takes the ball on the right side, and he gains another about 8 or 9 yards. Now, we'll see. Might be about 7.
Yeah, it's a good play call. The Eddies were coming on a blitz on the right side. Opened up a nice lane for Elowich.
So he gets credit for an 8-yard carry. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 19. Elowich gets the first down and more as he's brought down by number 8, Jonathan Knight. It's a 5-yard gain there. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are threatening with 10:18 left here in the first half. A little bit sloppy, but a little bit wet out there as well. Wide close to us is number 85, Blazewski. The ball is handed up and up the middle to Zach Elowich. And numerous red eddies in on that tackle. But first and foremost is probably their nose tackle, Tony Fournier. So it'll be 2nd down. The ball is on the 10, about 2nd and 6. This time Elowich on the left side, and it's a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run for Zach Elowich with 9:20 left in the first half. And Christo Vumpa to come out and try to make it a 7-point lead.
Well, we knew they were going to go to Elowich. He's already had 18 carries for 110 yards, and we'll see if they get the passing game going to give him a break.
Vumpa up, and like money, he gets it once again. So 14-7 is the score, 9:20 left in the first half. So we had the chance to see Vumpa play some limited minutes as a freshman in the state, in the soccer regional final against Gorham. That Portland's going to be a touchback, at which Gorham won 1-0. Portland had a wonderful game. They really, Gorham scored with 10 minutes left out of their 80 minutes of playing time. And Gorham this year is 16-0-1, and they have outscored their opponents 50 goals to 4 goals. So it was really an incredible effort by the Bulldogs. And of course, we see crossover players, and we see Vumpa on both teams. We saw Pedro Fonseca on the soccer team, as well as a star on 2 state championship basketball teams. These kids are good athletes, John. So the ball's on the 20, 1st and 10, lots of pressure. Geez, that Girardin is awfully good as he completes to Caleb Yarnovich.
Yeah, the Bulldogs doing a good job with pressure, but once he rolls out of that pocket, he's got his eyes downfield and he's picking his receivers. He's doing a great job. That's got to be frustrating the Bulldogs.
11-yard gain for 1st down. Yeah, they think they have him in his clutches, but you know he's a well-seasoned quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 31 in the gun. Rolling to the left. And it looks like he completes it to number 8, Carl Yastrzemski. Oh, Jonathan Knight.
Yeah, Knight going down and getting it, looking like a Julian Edelman catch. Coverage was good on that one. Good pass, down low. Moving the ball.
8-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 2. We have a timeout, Portland. 8.5 minutes left in the first half. 14-7 is the score. Dogs in front. Here we go, folks. It's 2nd and 2 with the ball on the 39-yard line. In the gun, there's a flag on the play coming from the near official to us. And we don't want to speculate as to the call yet. We have a motion penalty against Edward Little. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 as they'll take the 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, Yarnovich moving a little too quick on the far right. And that was a timing play that was just missed.
So the ball will be on the 34 now. The only penalties tonight are the only flag, Edward Little.
Now Portland's playing some disciplined football.
Just maybe need to make an adjustment with respect to their pass defense here. 2nd and 7. The pressure is on, and a massive sack. And credit everybody for that. But Kapongo gets the sack. That'll be his 12th or 13th sack of the year.
Yeah, great job in setting the edge, keeping him from rolling out. That's where he's doing his damage. When he breaks that pocket, rolls out, gets his eyes downfield. Nice job closing that in on him so he couldn't get away from him.
8-yard loss. Be about 3rd and 16. The ball is on the 25-yard line. Do not count out the Red Eddies. The short pass caught by Hamill, but they're not going to get far enough.
Yeah, Bulldogs doing a good job reading that screen, setting up for it, only giving up 5.
And now Ben Stasium will stand back and prepare to catch the punt. I keep wanting to ask the players to turn so I could see their numbers. After all, it's all about WPPS. Actually, Bailey got that off. It's going to take kind of a little bit of an Edward Little bounce by about 6 yards. And it'll be down at about the 41-yard line where the Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Here we go, folks. 1st and 10 Dogs. Elowich up the middle. Keeps going and going. He's like the Energizer Bunny as he carries it about 16 yards, another 1st down. You noted some interesting statistics about Ben Stasium during the break, John.
Yeah, well, it's almost like they didn't want to kick to him, and then you look at the stats, and half of all his returns have ended up in touchdowns. He's had 6 returns, and 3 of them were touchdowns. He averages about 35 yards on a punt return, so I get it. Keep it away from Mr. Stasium.
1st and 10, the ball on the 44-yard line. This time, Elowich will come to the other side on the left. And now there's going to be a flag on the play, though. Yeah, they're going to call holding on the Bulldogs, so it's going to come back. What could have been a great gain is instead a big loss.
But the running game's working for the Dogs, and stopping Edward Little is huge. You got 6 minutes left before the half. Take your time, run the ball down, chew up the clock, get yourself 2 possessions ahead before halftime.
So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 44. Elowich breaks it. A 44-yard touchdown touchdown run by Zach Elowich.
Well, don't worry about running the clock down. Just score. When in doubt, just score.
Oh, my. Vumpa set to make it 40 for 40 if he hits this on the season.
Well, Zach is leading the Northern Maine Class A with carries, yards, rush touchdowns, and he's on to another big night tonight.
A line drive, but through. So just under 6 minutes left in the first half, and the score, Portland Bulldogs 21, Edward Little 7. Here we go, Vumpa. Ball is picked up at the 12. Brought out to the 30 by number 1, Ricky Cody. So you were noting that Zach Elowich, out of 24 offensive plays, has touched the ball 20 of them, John.
Yeah, no. He's definitely leading the way for the Dogs tonight, which we knew he would with his second and third efforts. It's damp out. They want to stay with the running game. It's working. Chew the clock.
So we're going to have a timeout on the Bulldogs will take it. So 5:50 left here in the first half. 21-7 is the score. Dogs in front. Here we go. First and 10, ball on the 31. This time, quarterback keeper. Nothing doing. As Ben Levine is in on that, number 1. Kaponga, number 2. They've been a 1-2 punch all night tonight, Jim.
They have. And you know, a young man, Jamal Mariba, we haven't called out a lot, but I've been watching him, Steve. They shuffled him into the fullback position tonight. He's in on a lot of plays. He's putting some key blocks out there, some key tackles. We're just not calling him, but real impressive watching him this evening.
It'll be 2nd and 8 after the 2-yard gain. And I'm not sure if that's a completion to Tyson Green, but if it is, it's for a loss. About an 8-yard loss, and it's going to be 3rd and 15. The ball is on the 26-yard line.
2nd down and 15.
And we have a flag. Motion on the Red Eddies.
Yeah, just trying to get a jump on that defense getting back there. He's got 4 receivers out to the left. They're trying to get back in that rhythm that they had earlier with their passing game, and they're feeling the rush from the Bulldogs and just trying to get those feet moving and get that extra step.
In that instance, the Dogs had their linebackers back in a non-blitz. 3rd and 20 from the 21.
2nd down and 20, ball on the 21.
Rolling left. Incomplete. And that is what would have been expected for the course of the evening, given how wet the ball is.
Yes.
It's going to be 4th and 20, and the Red Eddies will punt. Stasium is at about midfield.
So if he catches this is ideal for him. He's at midfield. If he can get it on a run, he's got a 50-50 chance of scoring based on his stats.
There's I think too many men on the field for the Red Eddies as a flag.
This is ideal for Stasium. He'll move up to the 50, and he can catch that on the run at the 40. This is where he strikes.
There are 4 minutes left here in the first half. The score is 21-7. The Bulldogs over the Red Eddies here in this Class A North semifinal playoff game from Fitzpatrick Stadium. This is Steve Schwartz along with John Kilbride for WPPS TV3, bringing you all of the playoff action this year. And we do want to send a shout out to John Coyne, our analyst who has been under the weather, and we're hoping that he is improving as the days go on.
He's a good man. He's a good man.
Fellow law enforcement officer. Only the director of Southern Maine Juvenile Probation. So Stasium gets a short return. About maybe 6 yards or so.
Yeah, he was chomping at the bit. He took that in traffic. Normally you'd probably want to let that go, but he took that in traffic. This close and getting some momentum, I'm sure he was seeing the end zone.
Well, just under 4 minutes left here in the first half. The Dogs have the ball 1st and 10 on the Red Eddies 30-yard line. Nope is in the shotgun. He's got one in the backfield with him, and it is Elowich. Elowich will gain about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Ball's on the 26-yard line. Ben Levine comes in motion. 2 on the right. Wide. Nope will follow Elowich. Nice pursuit by Tony Fournier. About a 2-yard gain, we'll see. Third and 3. Ball on the 23. Too far. As Nope is hit by Gunnar Winslow. Went down, but...
Nope was feeling the pressure from Winslow. Had to get a release out of that. I'm surprised they were throwing it downfield. The running game, working for him. Run that clock right down.
Well, the Dogs need 3 for a first down. This time the pitch comes to Elowich, and he's still on his feet, and then he's driven out of bounds as he is enveloped by number 40, who is not on the Edward Little roster that we have. In fact, there's nobody with a 40 on their uniform on this roster.
He's their secret weapon.
Yeah. No 40s. But there's going to be a measurement here as it is very close to a first down.
Came up short.
They did. Oh, the ball is going to go the other way.
About 6 inches.
With 2:16 left in the first half, the Red Eddies will take over on downs. So here we go. Red Eddies, 1st and 10 from their own 21. Girardin in the gun. On the left, it's tipped and incomplete. Obed Mutumba may have been the player with his hand on the ball.
Yeah, Mutumba was all over that. It's better off for the Eddies that was complete. They would have had a loss of about 3 yards. Bulldogs reading that well.
2nd and 10, still from the 21. Girardin still in the shotgun. Yeah, that's an interception. Great play by Silo Magno. There's a flag on the play. Holding on the Bulldogs.
So blocking the back probably?
Blocking the back after the interception. So it will remain Portland ball. That may be Magno's first interception of the year. He comes up big. The senior safety, 5'9", 162.
So the Bulldogs in a great spot right now with 2 minutes before the half. Plenty of time. Couple timeouts left.
Nope to Elowich, and he just couldn't hold on. A low pass. A little pressure there by Isaiah Lewis as well, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Hard to throw that when you're moving backwards.
Yeah, with all those white jerseys chasing you? Yeah, absolutely. Just, you know, if Elowich could have turned on that, then he had open field. He probably could have ran that in. And Sam's not that tall, so he had some tall players coming in on him.
Second and 10 from the 31. Elowich straight up the middle. This time he's going to gain about 6 of it, probably. 5 or 6. Only players, it seems, that can throw the ball like that when they're moving backwards are the trending quarterbacks, Mullins and Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes, yeah.
Mullins had a game for the 49ers last night. Elowich straight up the middle. He breaks it free. It's a 27-yard touchdown run. 1:11 left, and you said they were in a perfect position, John.
Yeah, absolutely. Just give it to Elowich. He is delivering. They can run the clock down. Passing game is not working for him tonight, so going in at halftime with 3-possession lead.
It's got to be a good feeling, as it's going to be 28-7, 1:11 left in the first half. So Vumpeta set to kick. It's a line drive. Picked up at the 12 by, I believe, well, let's see, who's got it? I thought it was Cody. Because it was. He gets about a 18-yard return. It'll be 1st and 10. Which is a little bit shorter than that. It is. 1 minute, 5 seconds left. 1st and 10, ball on the 28. A ball on the 31. Girardin is just crushed in there by Jonah Green, Kapungo, and Cam Conley.
Yeah, Kapungo almost clotheslined him coming in.
About a 6-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 16. Excuse me. 2nd and 16. Ball's on the 25-yard line. Girardin will roll right. And a nice effort. Elowich finally will drive out Josh Hamill. 3rd and 5. Ball on the 36. Girardin back. Big pressure by Kapongo, who gives chase. And it is complete for a first down to Josh Hamill. Well,
Yeah, Kapunga in pursuit. He's had 4 sacks today with a loss of 32 yards, and he was working on his 5th one. Great catch by Hamill to keep this drive alive with just seconds on the board. Enough for toss to the end zone, or he could probably toss it down to the 20 anyways.
well, they're going to talk about it. 10.7 seconds left in the first half. 28-7 is the score. Dogs in front. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 46 with 11 seconds left. Oh my goodness, Kapongo. Forget it.
What did I tell you? That closing speed, he just accelerated on him.
And that may have been his 4th sack of the game.
Yeah, I think I misspoke. Now he's got 4.
So they've added 2.5 seconds to the clock. There's going to be one play here probably. Dron's going to go and just a little short route. They're going to do a little lateral move. And that's the end of it, as Magno will drive Hamill out. And at halftime, it's 28-7. We'll head into the locker room. So, John, the Dogs with a 3-touchdown lead at halftime, 28-7. It's been the Zach Elowitz show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Second, third efforts. We knew this was going to be a running game tonight. It's cold. It's a little damp. But in Portland's down a couple key players tonight. And so Elowitz carrying the Dogs this first half, no question.
24 carries, 208 yards so far, 3 touchdowns, which is what he scored in the first game against the Red Eddies, 3 touchdowns. On the other hand, Leighton Girardin is 12 for 16 with 125 yards with a touchdown and an interception. He'd have 170, but for 45 yards that he was brought back by sacks with Ben Levine and Nathan Kaponga.
Yeah, you know, that first half for the Eddies was very impressive. They were taking advantage of the mismatches, the man-on-man coverage. And he was having enough time rolling out to get that ball downfield. Bulldogs stepped it up, made some good sacks back there. They're making them feel uncomfortable. We saw that in the second quarter and shut that offense right down.
The Dogs firing on all cylinders tonight. Even Christo Vumpa, who remains perfect at 41 extra points. We'll be back with second half action in a moment. We are here and ready with second half action set to kick off. Misha Boulay picked up at the 12-yard line, at the 17 rather, by Elowitz. And he'll bring it up and get forward progress to the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Dogs. So 20-yard return. For Elowitz. And now 1st and 10. Well, a little bit of a different set as number 34 is in. And he gets pulled down by number 31. We don't know his name, but Grant Jacobson is in now, wearing number 34. So we didn't see him with any first half action, but he's in the game now, and that gives the Dogs another weapon, John.
Yeah, we were talking about that at halftime, Steve. Just, giving Elowitz a break. You've got a good lead right now. Coach Hartman's got to be looking at saving some of these players for next week.
Yeah, although look at Elowitz. My gosh, he's got quick feet.
Or give it to Elowitz.
Who gets the first down and a bit more. 7-yard carry for Elowitz. picks up where he left off.
Yeah, he was such a dominant force in the first half. I got to believe they're going to give him a break here in the second half and spread that ball around to other players.
1st and 10 from midfield. Elowich back. And it's going to go to Mariba. Mariba is going to be stuffed. Well, they're going to give him credit for about a 2-yard gain before he was brought back on the forward progress. We lost about, it seems, 10 degrees from when the game started. It's pretty chilly out there, so it's a cold rain, as it is a thin rain out there right now. Jacobson in motion, high. It's a high snap, and Elowich still fights, but great defensive effort by Ricky Cody and company. So he gets a couple. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 46-yard line of the Red Eddies. Pitch to Elowich on the right side. He is a man possessed tonight.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Who are you going to go to? Has some nice blockers out in front of him. Picked a good lane. Picked up about what? 15
12
yards?
About 12 on that, maybe. About 13. Credit for 12, according to Peter Gribben. But whatever it is, it's guy's amazing. First and 10 from the 33. Jacobson comes back. He'll take the carry to the right side, and he is swarmed and tackled by several Red Eddies. Number 40 will get credit for that tackle. If you're not on the roster, we can't say your name.
We can give him a name.
Who's number 40 that we know and like? Second and 10, as there was no gain. Nope, in the gun to Elowich, straight up the middle once again. Brought down by number 9, Cooper Watkins.
Elowich lower in the shoulder, just running over Watkins for another 4 or 5 yards. That's just been the theme of him all season long, and especially tonight.
14-yard gain there. So, 1st and 10 from the 20. The Dogs are threatening once again. The Dogs beat Edward Little 42-8 in game number 1 that they played this year. Elowich straight up the middle. Gains another about, let's see, about 11 yards. First and 10, first and goal from the 9. Elowich carries up the middle. He's brought down by Cody, 4-yard gain. Second and goal from the 5. Elowich with 3 touchdowns already tonight.
Second down, 4 to go.
Jacobson up the middle. And he powers in for a touchdown. 5-yard touchdown run, Grant Jacobson. There's a flag on the play after the touchdown.
Jacobson running his mouth, buying himself an unsportsmanlike. Official right there.
Well, they're going to confer. Touchdown is good. A penalty on the Bulldogs. I don't know when they enforce that.
They'll enforce that on the kickoff.
5-yard line. Touchdown.
See Jacobson pleading his case to one of his coaches.
Yeah, good luck with that. When you draw yourself 15 yards, which, in this game right now doesn't mean much, but as you move deep into the playoffs, discipline is everything. In Portland, the Bulldogs, Steve, great job tonight, not really drawing a lot of flags.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 1 or 2 at most, which is the least penalties they've had this year in this game. So it's 35-7 with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. The Bulldogs are in front. So, Vumpa set to kick off. He's got 2 at the 30 as the penalty is enforced now and he kicks off at the 25-yard line. I think they're just waiting on the whistle. And here we go. And it's picked up at the 29-yard line. Brought to the 45. By number 1, Ricky Cody. So the Red Eddies will have the ball 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So here we go, folks. Girardin rolls right, and oh my goodness gracious, Jonah Green! That is about a 60-yard loss. No.
Yeah, he is not making adjustments for the speed of these linemen coming in.
My goodness. That's a 14-yard loss, John. It'll be 2nd and 24. Open in the flat is number 8, Jonathan Knight, and he'll gain back a little of it. An official's timeout. So we'll take one too. So that was about an 11-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 13. That is a nifty block, but a nifty tackle to answer by Ben Stasium.
Yeah, Eddie's making some quick adjustments. They've got to get that ball out of the quarterback's hand. He can't hang on to that. They know the Bulldogs are getting in the backfield, so a lot of quick passes for positive yards. Let's see if they can turn this into a first down or a score.
Well, I mean, it's 4th and 10. The ball is on the 45-yard line, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they have to. Look at the scoreboard.
Oh, what a great catch by number 11. It's going to be called incomplete to Caleb Yarnovich.
Jeez, I thought he had that.
He might have been out, or it may have touched the ground. Of course, we're not down there. It might have hit the ground.
Yeah.
Let's get the replay cameras on that, John.
I see the red flag coming over the bag being tossed on the other side. Now, official in a good spot to make that call.
So the Dogs now will have the ball 1st and 10 with the ball on the Red Eddies 45. Elowich still in there. And Nope keeps it. It's a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6. Ball on the 41. So it'll be 2nd and 6. Just under 5 minutes left in the third quarter with the Dogs in a commanding 35-7 lead here in this playoff football action against the Edward Little Red Eddies. Elowich takes the ball. Spins and shucks and jives and gets about another 3, where it'll be 3rd and 3 now. The ball on the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. A long count by Nope. Elowich up the middle for the first down. But a 9-yard carry for Elowich as he continues to pile on the yardage.
Yeah, he's got 32 carries, Steve, already 271 yards. And I don't see him slowing down.
No, we haven't had, I don't think we've done a game where we've ever had anybody have 300 yards in our 4 years of doing this. We've had some great running backs. There's a flag on the play as Mariba will take the ball on the left. He'll fight and get a first down, or he'll be about shy by about a yard. The question is, though, whether it will come back, and it will with a 5-yard penalty because the Dogs have a motion penalty. Illegal formation is the call. So 1st and 15, the ball on the 36-yard line. Again, penalties not hurting the Dogs tonight. But you know, they always feel like there's room for improvement when they get any. Nope. Keeps it. Oh my goodness. What a great gain by Sam Nope. Heads up play.
Yeah, sees the lane, hits the Jets. First big run of the game for Sammy Nope. We know he's got that speed.
It's a nice 23-yard carry for Sam Nope. 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 11-yard line. I guess the ball's on the 14-yard line. Must be looking at the soccer markings, or the lacrosse markings, or the various markings on this great turf. Nope keeps it and runs it all the way in. A 14-yard touchdown. So Nope with 2 carries at the end of that to bring it home for the Dogs. Giving them it's a 14-yard touchdown. Giving them a 41-7 lead. We'll see if Vumpa can make it 42. So on his 42nd PAT of the year, he gives the Dogs a 42-7 lead. 2:44 left in the third quarter. Dogs well in command of this playoff action. So we'll see. It's a 42-7 lead. The Dogs maybe on running time here. Ball's picked up once again at about the 12 by Cody. Watch out. He spins. Boom. He's not going to get past Ben Levine. There's a flag on the play. Some extracurricular activity after the play.
Great return by Cody. Over a 20-yard return. You hate to see a penalty take that away for unsportsmanlike. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
So the Red Eddies can ill afford that, although this game is well in hand at this point, John, with 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter and a 42-7 lead. It's almost exactly what the score was when the Bulldogs defeated the Red Eddies this year in the 5th game of the season, 42-8. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 26. No, that's going to be a low throw. Incomplete. And I got to give a shout out to the cheerleaders tonight. They're out here in this very cold weather and really deserve a lot of credit. They've been here all year long. They work hard. They care about their craft. They are athletic. They're enthusiastic, and they
have catchy phrases, right?
Catchy phrases like what was written on that piece of paper, which turned out to be quite a prognostication, because that's exactly what these Edward Little players need to be saying. I'll see you next Friday, hon, because I'm not going to be playing. But I mean, and obviously they're a good team with a great tradition. The Red Eddies, of course, we see them at the basketball court, and they won the state championship last year.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be a timeout now for an injured player. So with 1:18 left, the score 42-7. Bulldogs are ahead. So it's going to be a 3rd and 10 here, as we are now on running time. It's ball's on the 26. Girardin to number 11, and a nice defensive effort by Joseph Pike, number 2. Gets a congratulatory shake from Ben Levine, one of the co-captains. Ben is extremely enthusiastic. He loves this game. I dare say he's a student of the game, just like as is his father.
Yeah, I wonder where you get that from.
And he's got tremendous enthusiasm. He's great talent.
And he is fun to watch. Plays the game hard.
There'll be a punt. It'll take a nice Edward Little bounce. Stasium will leave it alone, as well he should. And it'll be downed at about the 44-yard line where the Bulldogs will have 0.5 seconds, probably. Well, yeah, that's going to be the end of the quarter, 42-7, fourth quarter action coming up. So here we go. Ben Levine is at fullback, and Jamal Mariba is at tailback, and he's going to take it up the middle. And again, it takes a gaggle of Red Eddies to bring him down. Alex Beliveau is in on that, along with number 40, and Tony Fournier, number 70. Mariba gains 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. The ball is on the 49-yard line. So he gets credit for 5 yards. Gains a couple more. Not quite a first down as the clock continues to tick. $271 yards for Zach Elowich in this game. Mariba fights for the first down, and he gets it. And more.
Great second effort by Mariba. And we spoke about him earlier, in on some good blocks, making some big plays. Really not calling him out much, but he's just a player that can do it all and stepping up in the fullback position.
But a 4-yard carry. First down. Mariba takes the pitch on the right side. Hesitates, goes, great block, and brings it down to the 30-yard line. 15-yard gain for Jamal Mariba.
Showing some patience on that run, Steve. Letting his blockers work for him. Just being patient. Looking for the lane. Nice run. Nice run.
Zach Elowich is on the sideline. He's got his helmet off. And it's probably a game for Zach tonight. And what a game it was. 3 touchdowns, almost 300 yards, 271 yards. Levine, the lone back in the backfield, and he's going to take it and go up the middle. What a nifty gain for Ben Levine. 15-yard carry.
Portland just having so many weapons to go to, Steve.
Well, you know, we talk about this. Coach Hartman has a toolbox, and he has many tools in that box. And he's used them this year. I mean, in fact, he's had some effective passing by Sam Nope when it's been necessary. But tonight it's been all on the ground. And what a game it's been, as we're going to take a timeout with 8:50 left in the game. 42-7 is the score. The Dogs are in the lead. Here we go. Dogs with the ball, 1st and 10. Mariba on the left side, cuts through on a nice hole. Nice block by Vincent and Marcus Machado. It's an 8-yard carry. 2nd and 2. The lone back is Ben Levine. Mariba in motion. Levine takes it. He fights his way. Is he over the plane? Very, very close. Brings it down to the 1. An 8-yard carry for Ben Levine. It's nice to see his number get called. He's so deserving. He worked so hard tonight. And he was the defensive star along with Nathan Kaponga.
Yeah, absolutely. He's such an exciting player, and put the ball in his hands. And like you said earlier, it's just there's so many weapons for the Bulldogs. And, in case they get an injury down the stretch, it's just good to give these guys some reps.
Okay, that is a fumble. It looks like it's recovered by Sam Nope, but we'll double check.
Yeah, he missed it on the snap and pulling back too quick. And just dropped and was able to get back onto it.
2nd and goal from the 1. Levine in for the touchdown. 1-yard touchdown, Ben Levine. I'm happy for him, and not just because his dad is standing 3 feet to the left of me.
Jumping up and down?
Well, he ought to be. As we've said before, at some point the Dogs are here to entertain you. This is an entertaining game. It's a little bit of a blowout, of course, but they have so many weapons and they do it in so many different ways, and it's entertaining, and that's good. That's that's Vumpa, and 49-7 is the score with 6.5 minutes left. Jordan with a nice pass on the right side, and Joseph Pike will drive Josh Hamill out of bounds. 15-yard carry or gain on the pass.
Official took a hit on the sidelines. He seems to be okay. And the rain is picking up.
It is indeed. You can see the rain in the lights. First down, 2nd down and 1 rather. Bootleg left, and Girardin keeps it. And he goes down the sideline, and he is going to score a 39-yard touchdown. And there you have it.
39 yards for the touchdown.
Clock continues to tick.
Yeah, good read by Girardin and good speed. Just accelerating down that sideline.
Edward Little's going to take a timeout with 2:15 left. 49-13 is the score at the moment. So, folks, it looks like Edward Little's going to go for 2 with 2:15 left. If they get it, then there won't be any running time for the remaining couple of minutes of the game. And they score the 2-point conversion on the keeper by Leighton Girardin. So it's going to be 49-15, and we're not going to have running time. We're not going to get out of this booth as early as we might have liked, John Kilbride.
Hey, why are you looking at me? You're the one who's remotely starting your car right now. I have to do it the old-fashioned way. I've got to go up there and walk into it and turn it on.
Right. Well, so here we go with the kick now. There's Boulay. Kicks a line drive. And it's a reverse. Magno will spin a little bit, bring it up to about the 32. We're going to send a shout out to number 34, Dante Garcia, sophomore running back and linebacker, 5'5", 150, for Edward Little, who is the nephew of our station manager, Henry Gio.
It's good to be the station manager.
It is. We're not sure that he got into the game tonight, but he's a young player. He's a sophomore, and we expect to see him in the years to come playing for Edward Little. It's been a good week for Bulldog sports as they were in the regional soccer final. Came oh so close to that, losing just 1-0 against a potent Gorham team. And the Bulldog football team here tonight, as opposed to the football team, with a commanding win over Edward Little. So the lack of running time has kept us here a little bit longer.
That's okay. I'm okay with that. Don't look at me about that again. I'm all set.
I'm not blaming you. So here we go. You can see Koa Farnsworth come in and then come back again. The Dogs in victory formation. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. Well, we'll see, actually. Yeah, they'll take 4 knees, or 3 knees here anyway. And that should be the end of the game. Second knee of the series. A minute 10 left as the clock continues to tick. .35 seconds left. Fourth and 10, and there won't be a last snap. So the players will shake hands, and the Bulldogs will win the game tonight handily at 49-15. John Kilbride and I will be back to wrap up with you in just a moment. John, the Bulldogs with a resounding 49-15 win tonight. Of course, Zach Elowich, 271 yards on 32 carries, 3 touchdowns. The star for Portland tonight, but also Sam Nope, 41 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jamal Mariba, 36 yards. Ben Levine, 24 yards and 1 touchdown, and some great defense by the Dogs as well.
Yeah, great contribution from a lot of players, and obviously especially Zach Elowich, almost hitting 300 yards, and he very well could have. They took him out I think probably after the third quarter, but this game was over in the first half. What I like seeing about the Bulldogs is the discipline with the penalties. We know that's hampered them in the past. Going forward, that's going to be a challenge as the games get tougher as you go into this. So good discipline on the Bulldogs. We knew that they had this in hand. They just had to execute the running game, took advantage of that, but just outstanding effort by many players this evening for the Dogs.
Absolutely. And on the other hand, the other side of the field, the Edward Little Red Eddies, Leighton Gerardin had a good game tonight, and he had about 100 yards, 204 yards or so passing. Ricky Cody had 150 all-purpose yards, 93 rushing, just an 80-yard touchdown reception as well. So really an all-around great effort tonight by the Bulldogs as they win handily here at Fitzpatrick Stadium. Next up, they will play the winner of Cheverus and Oxford Hills. By the time this game plays, that game will have been played, but we don't know who's winning now. So we'll wait and see, and we'll bring the game to you next week. This is Steve Schwartz along with John Kilbride for Luke Hill and Dave Levine for WPPS TV3 Sports saying so long from Fitzpatrick Stadium, where tonight the Bulldogs are victorious once again. Good night.